Hello there, everybody. This is Scorpion LLXP Sports coming at you live with a video talking about the Cleveland Guardians. Oh man, getting right into it right now, guys. I am so excited for this team. I know that the game got canceled and whatnot. We couldn't see Jose Ramirez hit, be the second player in history to hit 40-40-40, but I digress. Still had 41 stolen bases at 31 years old. What a freaking accomplishment. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Jose Ramirez is the MVP of this freaking team, MVP of this franchise, and this team can go all the way. I'm being 100% real. This team can go all the freaking way this year. Josh Naylor is getting out of his slump a little bit. He's still not the greatest right now since the All-Star break, but he's still doing a lot better than he was. Um, we also have Bo Naylor, who's okay. He can get a few hits in there, single, maybe a double if we're lucky. Jimenez has done very very well defensively as he's been known to do, and he's steady offensively. But the real heavy hitters right now have been Jose Ramirez without a doubt. I mean, he's been great, and Stephen Kwan coming off the 10-day injured reserve list came in, hit that homer. He's starting to feel like himself again. He's gaining the confidence that he needs. He is going to be one of the X factors going into this playoff series. I believe it's against either the Astros or I was almost at the Lions, the Tigers. My apologies. Um, this team is very very talented. Their pitching has been unbelievable since when Bieber got hurt, I thought this team was done, dead in the water. I thought fourth, fourth, fourth in the division, missed the playoffs. Here we go again. No, Bybee, Lively, Boyd, Cobb. He's been shaky, but still, those pitchers have been great. And let's not forget Emmanuel Clase, who is the best reliever in all of baseball. No one can tell me otherwise. I know Mason Miller's great, and there's a few other names in there that people like to throw out there. No, Emmanuel Clase is the best. He had three guys in the middle of, I want to say, the ninth inning during, oh crap, what was the team? It wasn't the Astros. The team before the Astros. I cannot remember for the life of me. My sincere apologies for that. He had three guys, bases fully loaded, no outs, and this dude managed to save the day. He got himself in the situation, but he managed to save the frickin' day. This dude is unbelievable. The only reason that he's not going to win Cy Young is because he's a relief pitcher. And Skubal is just freaking phenomenal. Like I am terrified of that man against if we have to play him. But this team can hit, starting to get their groove back. Kyle Manzardo just came up and started raking. I remember when they brought him up earlier in the year and he was okay, not very good, but he's a young guy. He's gonna develop. He just needed a few more months in the Triple A's, and dude, he is cooking. This dude is cooking, and I am very very pleased to say that this Guardians team is going all the way. They're gonna be going all the way this year. The only way they fall is if an injury happens, or they run into the Yankees at Yankee Field. That's it. Those pinstripe wearing bastards. I hate them. I hate them. People in the comments how much you guys hate the Yankees. And are they the most annoying sports franchise in baseball? To me, they are. They are in it every year. I cannot stand them. They have unlimited payroll. Seriously, unlimited payroll. It's ridiculous. This team, it gets away with everything. The only team that I think even comes remotely close to being as hated as the Yankees right now are the Astros because of the whole cheating scandal. That's it. I mean, of course, I got division rivals in there like, oh, we hate the Twins, we hate the Tigers, whatever. That's division rivals. That's a whole different thing. But my God, I am so excited to see the Guardian. Going back to the Guardians, I'm so excited to see this team play. And the main reason I actually wanted to make this video is because, the Guardians have been playing lights out. The Cavs are right around the corner. They're going to start, and they have Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Jared Allen's locked up again, Isaac Okoro got a bag. These guys are paid. These guys are happy. They want to make a run. The only team that can stop them is the Knicks and the Celtics. But, and maybe a few injuries. You don't know. We don't know. But the Cavs are looking tremendous right now, too. And that's and that brings me to this question. What the fuck are the Browns doing? I have no idea what this team's doing. The Guardians are masters at developing players. Why can't the Browns do that? I know it's a different sport, but seriously, and the Cavs are always in the playoffs. Why can't the frickin' Browns do this? Like, we can't develop a frickin' receiver. We can't develop a defensive tackle. We have to keep trading and drafting guys. Like, we have to keep trading draft picks to these guys that we think work. So far, Cooper was great last year. I don't know what's going on with him this year. Sorry, I'm going to get back to the Guardians. Don't worry. We're on the Guardians gear. But, you have Cooper and, had to trade for had to sign Tomlinson, Quentin Jefferson, blah, blah, blah. Winfrey didn't work. Michael Hall's exempt list, Tommy Togiai sucked. Anthony Schwartz sucked. David Bell's been not even close to what we expected, and I hate saying that because I actually was a big fan of him coming out of Purdue. But my God. What the hell? I'm hoping that there's a change in Cleveland. Truly. I'm hoping that if the Guardians can go all the way this year and win this whole freaking World Series, it changes Cleveland on its head. I really hope it does. As much as I give flack for the Dolans for being cheap, they know who they're getting. I mean, Lane Thomas looked awful when we first got him. He was batting at .029 his first month when he was here. Freaking horrendous. Then he gets here and just tears it up. After the first month. Now he's starting to tear it up. He's getting hot. And that's what we need. He's great against lefties. That's what we need. If we're facing a left-handed pitcher, it's usually going to go like Manzardo's on the bench, and it goes Lane Thomas bats that day as a designated maybe like center fielder. Then you have the DH is usually Manzardo. But I don't know what the lineup will look like. But, Lane Thomas is great against lefties, Manzardo against righties. It's give or take. But this Guardians team's special. They know how to develop these young players, and the Cavs know what they're doing in a way too, because they draft some young guys and then they develop them a little bit, and then they're kind of thrusted into a system, and they kind of get better with time. Look at Isaac Okoro. The dude couldn't hit a three-pointer to save his life when he was here. Now, he was an elite defender. Dude is still one of the best defenders we have on this team next to Jared Allen. But my God, he couldn't shoot at all. But the improvement that he had from last year, the year before to last year, was light and day, man. It was ridiculous. He wasn't like Steph Curry or anything, but he was knocking them in decent amount. He's not a bad player. and he's a really good defender, and I really, really like that we have him for this team. And I love that the Cavs brought in Kenny Atkinson, because as much as I love Bickerstaff is the kind of coach that gets teams from the bottom to like the middle to good. Kenny Atkinson is the guy that can develop those good players into great players. I mean, that's what he did with Brooklyn for a while. It didn't end how he wanted it to, but this is take two with the Cavs. I'm hoping that this turns everything in Cleveland on its head. I hope that if the Guardians win the World Series, the Dolans will open up their wallet, maybe, just maybe, spend some money, and maybe re-sign Bieber. Or maybe get another starting pitcher from a team. I don't know. And maybe a few hitters. This is the time where Cleveland is in kind of a roadblock right now, because the Cavs look great. The Guards look great. Browns look like shit. Again. It's like we're reverting back to 2016. When the Cavs won the whole thing, LeBron, JR, Tristan Thompson, Kyrie, these guys all came together and just, owned it that year. They beat the best regular season team ever in the playoffs, in the Warriors, and came off a deficit. I mean, it's probably the best, national championship win of all time. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Feel free to share any of the other ones in the comments below. And the Indians at the time were right there, and they choked that lead. It's like the Cavs overcame that deficit. The Guardians became the Falcons and just choked away. And it was ridiculous. I remember that. That was awful. This team's different. This team is clutch. This team, Jose Ramirez is freaking amazing. Like, I cannot state that enough. This dude left $100 million on the table to stay in Cleveland. He could have went anywhere, including the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Astros or anywhere. And he chose to stay here in Cleveland. He needs more respect. And not just from Cleveland fans, from the national media. I know the national media doesn't really give a crap about Cleveland. They're Cleveland. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys and then Yankees for 2 hours. Yeah, hoo-hoo. Yeah, you know what? Show some love to some of these, I don't want to say smaller teams because that sounds stupid, but show some love to some different freaking teams. Who wants to hear about the Dallas freaking Cowboys and the Yankees for 2 hours? That's stupid. Throw the Knicks in there too, and the Celtics, and, God, all they talk about are these high market teams in the national media, and it's annoying. It's so frustrating. That's why I can't watch national media anymore. It's so annoying. These teams, Cavs and the Guardians, are literally gonna become 2016 again, and the Browns look like shit. This is literally 2016 again. Let's just hope that the Guardians can clinch. They're more clinched than they were back then. So I actually think that they can win this whole freaking World Series. I think they can do it. They got to make it to it first, but they can do it. This is probably the most special time it is to be a Guardians and a Cavs fan right now. There's optimism and there's hope. And I know that not a lot of people care about the Cavs or care about the Guardians, and that's infuriating because of how good that they're doing. You know? The Cavs made it to the second round of the playoffs last year. The Guardians are the second best team in the American League behind the Yankees by like 2 games. I actually don't know if it's 2 games or less. Maybe it could be more. I have no idea. But they have a legitimate chance to do this. And anyone who doesn't think that the Guardians can make it all the way, look at this roster. Tell me who scares you on every other team. I mean, I could tell you right now. The Astros. I can say the Astros wholeheartedly. I could say Skubal with the Tigers. They're playing hot. And the Yankees. It's 3 teams. I think we can get the crap out of the Royals if we have to play them. I think we can hold our own against the Orioles. And I think I don't remember who else is in the playoffs. I know those are the 5 right now. But this team's awesome. And I love this team. And I love this Cavs team that they're building too. They have the right culture. I love that word, culture. We have the right culture. But we need to be more into it. I don't want to say stop watching the Browns, because that's stupid. But pay more attention to the Guardians and the Cavs. Pay more attention, please. These guys deserve it. Look at what they're doing. These guys deserve it more than this freaking Browns team right now. This Browns team has been terrible. You know? They've been awful. Defense is shoddy. Offense is garbage. Special teams has even taken a hit. And Stefanski's regressed wholeheartedly in everything. That's it for the Browns. I'm done. Sorry, hit my microphone. That's it for the Browns. Do not follow. Please follow the Guardians and the Cavaliers. Please, they're fun to watch. Go to the games. We had 2 million fans go to Guardians games this year. 2 million. You know how awesome that is? I went to like 6 games myself. You know, they're so much fun to go to. Please go to these games. Please support these teams. Please. Begging Cleveland. This can be a total shift. Because if we show more interest in the Guardians, they can spend more money and make this team a contender every year. How awesome would that be to see our Guardians be a contender, be talked about more with the freaking Yankees and the freaking Celtics of the world and the Cowboys, you know? Imagine having a Cleveland team that's right there. Right there. We don't need to have the most payroll. But we can prove all the national morons wrong. I would love to do that. That's it for my rant today, guys. This is Scorpion LXP. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If anyone's interested. I wholeheartedly do appreciate it. Anyone that views and comments. You guys have a good one and stay safe. Go Guards, go Cavs, and go Browns. And last but not least, go Buckeyes.